Hey, good morning. Good to be back with you. The other night, I was reading some information about one of the Apollo flights and space travel. And I started thinking about those astronauts and the pressure and the stress that they must be under. Can you imagine hitting the wrong button or interpreting a message on one of the panels there incorrectly, or starting one of the sequences too early, and the panic that would ensue within that cockpit there? I mean, that could cause death for everybody. That's stress. That's real pressure. But when you think about it, for them to learn how to be able to regulate their emotions or their stress response, that would be absolutely critical to them. That would be a key skill for them to be able to do that. So they're human just like us. They're not born with that. They learn how to do that. And they learn how to do that through training and through practice. They train the panic right out of those astronauts. And they do that over a 2, 3, and 4 year period. They get inside that cockpit, inside that capsule every day, and they're training about all the little specifics and the nuances to the point that it feels just like a part of them. It's natural for them to be able to do that. So again, they're not born with it. It's a skill that they learn. And of course, we can learn that same skill. And in times like this, it's critically important for us to do that. You know, we're facing all kinds of adversity and obstacles and job loss and loss of income, and that is darn right stressful, very stressful for us to be able to go through that. And I know for myself, kind of the stress building up of just kind of being in the house a lot and, not interacting with people. So again, very stressful, and that builds up. So how do we manage that? Well, we know that we can take small steps, set goals during the day that help us to be mindful of how to manage our stress, emotional regulation. And here's another concrete example of something I think that you can do. This is called a breathing block, and the Navy SEALs practice this, and think of the intense pressure that they're under. But they do this sometimes 4 and 5 times a day. And this is a breathing block. It's taking air in through the nose for 4 seconds, holding it for 4 seconds, and breathing out for 4 seconds. Repeating the process, taking air in through the nose for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds, and breathing out for 4 seconds. It lowers your blood pressure. It can control your breathing, just lowers that stress within you. Something that I think that you can practice, and I've been practicing it now for a couple of weeks. I've done this in the past, but I've really been paying attention to it and working on it, and I think that it's been helping a lot. So I'll just leave you with that challenge to try that small skill in terms of managing your stress response, emotional regulation, and I think it'll help. So I'll leave you with that. Hey, I hope you've had a great week. I hope you have a great Easter weekend. God bless everybody. I look forward to seeing you next week. This is Pete Kunk, Built to Lead.